All right, so let's jump into it. Today, we're taking a look at what 2025 might have in store according to numerology.
Specifically.
Yeah, specifically for those of you out there with the root number 6,
Exactly.
we've got this super interesting numerology reading, and it's all focused on 2025.
Mm-hmm.
And, numerology can sound a little out there,
Right.
but it's actually a pretty cool system.
Yeah.
It connects these numbers, right, to different personality traits,
Yeah.
even like major events and things like that.
Yeah. And what I find really cool about this reading in particular is that it really focuses in on how the energy of 2025 interacts with people who have that root number 6.
Okay, so hold on.
Yeah.
For those who, maybe aren't super familiar with numerology, how do you figure out your root number?
So basically, your birth date is what determines your root number.
Gotcha.
And in this case, for this deep dive, we're focusing on people who were born on the 6th, the 15th, or the 24th of any month.
Okay, so if that's you, pay close attention.
Yes.
So for all those sixes out there, what's so special about this root number?
Well, think Venus, right? Root number 6 is ruled by Venus, the planet of beauty, harmony, attraction.
Oh, nice.
It's like having a cosmic spotlight on all of those areas of your life.
I like it.
So you think love, luxury, you think of all the beautiful things in life that you just gravitate towards. That's like that root number 6 energy shining through.
So it's not just about like being a 6, it's about like embodying those characteristics.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm starting to see the connection.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get down to it. What does this numerology reading actually tell us about 2025 for people with this root number 6?
Okay, well, the big picture is actually really positive.
Okay.
It particularly emphasizes success, but it's interesting because it talks about both scientific A&D creative fields.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I thought that was really interesting.
Because those are kind of, they're not usually seen as going together.
Right.
Right? Like not everybody's an artist and a
Yeah.
scientist.
Exactly. But for people with that root number 6, that duality makes total sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, they are ruled by Venus.
Right.
And Venus is about beauty, of course, but it's also about balance and harmony.
Yeah, I see that.
And they kind of have this unique ability to blend logic and creativity, to see the beauty in the structure and, find structure and beauty.
Yeah.
And 2025 seems to be the year where this really, really shines.
So is it saying that people with root number 6 are going to, make all these big discoveries? Are they going to like solve a scientific mystery while they're painting a masterpiece?
Yeah. I mean, really, the possibilities are kind of endless, right? It's like 2025 is offering this big cosmic invitation to explore every talent they have and let that blend of logic and creativity really be their guide.
It's almost like a permission slip from the universe to kind of just like go for it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, cool. But it's not just about like career success either.
Okay, good, because that's important.
Yeah. The reading also highlights some other key areas.
Okay, give us the scoop. What else can our root number 6 listeners look forward to?
Relationships.
Ooh.
Big time. So whether you're single or you're already with someone, love and connection are going to be big themes this year.
I mean, with Venus, it makes sense.
Right. It's like Venus is doing its thing.
Totally.
Really amping up that natural magnetism and charisma that root number 6 people are known for.
So if you're thinking about like taking that next step in a relationship, 2025, this is your year.
Could be. Yeah.
Okay, so love is in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
Oh.
Everybody loves some good news.
Well, it also mentions good prospects for things like, buying a new car, maybe doing some serious home improvements.
Oh, fun.
It's like the stars are aligning for creating this really beautiful and harmonious environment.
That feels nice.
Yeah, both in, personal life and just materially.
I like it.
But and there's always a
Oh, no, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Don't tell me there's like a dark cloud over this beautiful sunny forecast.
It's not really a dark cloud. It's more like a little reminder that no year is perfect.
Right.
And for root number 6 people, 2025 has a little cautionary note about overspending.
Oh, makes sense.
Yeah, and getting caught up in those Venusian desires.
Oh, right, because they love the beautiful things.
Exactly.
So it's like that love of beautiful things could become a little bit of a problem
Could, yeah.
if they're not careful.
The reading really emphasizes finding that balance because, it's great to enjoy the finer things,
For sure.
but it's also important to be mindful of, finances and not going completely overboard.
Yeah, that's true for everybody.
Yeah, otherwise all that harmony, all that Venus-ruled desire for harmony,
Could backfire.
yeah, it could create disharmony in the bank account.
Ouch. Yeah, nobody wants that.
Not at all.
So how can our root number 6 listeners kind of stay on track financially? Any tips from the reading?
Well, it's all about using that Venus energy more consciously,
Hmm.
more in a balanced way. And, the reading really stresses that seeking support from other people is important.
Okay.
Because for these people, their relationships are a real source of strength and guidance.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So if they are starting to feel tempted to overspend, maybe talking to a friend, a financial advisor,
Hmm.
that could really help them make better decisions.
Sometimes you just need that outside perspective to
Exactly.
keep you grounded.
Yeah, and here's where it gets interesting.
Okay.
The reading says potential conflicts, especially with women, could be a bit of a challenge in 2025.
Huh. So this seems a little bit,
Counterintuitive.
counterintuitive.
Yeah, because Venus is about harmony, right?
Exactly.
But think about it this way. Venus is also about, deeply held values.
Okay.
And when those values are challenged or someone disrespects them,
Yeah,
it can lead to a really strong reaction.
that makes sense.
And root number 6 people, they're particularly sensitive to disharmony. So navigating these conflicts, especially with people close to them, it's going to take some extra care.
So it's not about avoiding conflict. It's
Right.
more about finding healthy ways to deal with it.
Yeah, exactly. Finding those healthy ways to communicate, set boundaries.
Right.
Because again, Venus is all about that balance.
Yeah.
So it's not about just suppressing your emotions or running away from the hard conversations. It's
Right.
about finding that place where everyone feels heard and respected.
Yeah.
And the reading actually suggests active listening, seeking compromise.
Mhm.
Those are powerful tools.
So even though there might be a couple bumps in the road,
Yeah.
sounds like route number 6 individuals have, a lot to be excited about
Oh,
in
definitely.
2025.
Lots to look forward to.
But before we move on, I'm curious about something.
Oh.
You mentioned earlier that 2025 is a 7-year in numerology.
Yes.
What does that actually mean?
Yeah.
And how does that play into all of this?
That's a great question, and it actually leads us perfectly into our next segment where we'll talk all about the significance of 2025 being a 7-year and how that energy might affect all of us, regardless of root number.
Oh, I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Stay tuned, everyone.
Yeah, because we're going to explore that bigger cosmic picture.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back. So, as we were just talking about, 2025 is a 7-year in numerology.
Okay, so break it down for us. What's the big deal about a 7-year?
Well, it's not about luck.
Okay.
It's more about a specific energy that kind of sets the tone for the whole year.
Okay.
And 7, well, it's all about introspection, intuition,
Mm-hmm.
seeking, deeper meaning. It's like
Right.
the universe is giving us all a little nudge
Yeah.
to maybe slow down, tune in to our inner voice,
Mhm.
and explore some of those big questions,
So a year-long invitation to do some soul searching.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, and this energy is going to have an impact on everyone,
Mm-hmm.
regardless of their root number. It's like the background music that's playing while each of us is dancing to our own rhythm.
I love that analogy.
But let's shift gears a bit, focus on another root number
Okay.
and see how the 7-year energy might play out for them.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Are you ready to explore root number 4?
Bring it on. I'm curious how these route number 4 folks handle a year all about introspection.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're like the innovators,
Yeah.
the rule breakers,
Right.
the ones who are always, pushing boundaries.
Yeah. Seems like kind of a clash of energies, right?
A bit, yeah.
So root number 4 is all about Uranus,
Okay,
the planet of innovation, change, breaking free from conventions.
right.
So yeah, you're right. There's definitely potential for some tension there.
Between that go, go, go energy
Mm-hmm.
and this more inward energy.
Right, exactly.
So how does that actually manifest in the numerology reading for route number 4 in 2025?
Well, it says 2025 could be a year of really, really big transformation for root number 4 folks. Okay.
It's like they're being called to step back.
From all that external stuff.
Yeah, from the outside world.
Okay.
And really delve into their inner world.
So instead of innovating in the world, they're being asked to innovate within themselves.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
It's about exploring those parts of themselves that they maybe haven't looked at before.
So maybe discovering some hidden talents or a new purpose.
Exactly.
Okay.
And, the number 8 also has a strong influence on route number 4 in 2025.
Okay.
And 8, that's all about material success,
Okay.
abundance.
Abundance, yeah.
But this abundance, it might come up in unexpected ways.
Ooh, I like that. A little mystery. What kind of unexpected abundance are we talking here? Winning the lottery, Finding buried treasure.
Maybe, who
Oh, all
knows?
right.
But it's more likely to be, an abundance of opportunities, maybe
Mm.
resources, support
Okay.
that really aligns with this new sense of purpose they're finding.
So it's about finding that sweet spot between passion,
Yes.
purpose, and abundance.
Exactly. But of course, no journey is ever without its challenges.
Right.
And for route number 4, one of those potential hurdles is, well, it's kind of resisting change,
Okay.
especially when it comes to their inner world.
I mean, that makes sense, right?
Yeah,
They're used to being the ones who are making the changes,
right.
not the ones who are being changed.
Exactly. So this whole introspection thing.
It might feel a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, exactly.
So how can our route number 4 listeners kind of overcome that resistance? Any tips?
Well, the reading says it's all about channeling that Uranian energy in a new direction.
Okay.
So instead of, trying to force change in the outside world,
Mm.
they're being encouraged to really embrace this power of self-discovery.
Okay.
And it specifically mentions things like meditation,
Mm-hmm.
journaling,
Okay.
spending time in nature.
Yeah.
All those things can be powerful tools for connecting with that inner wisdom,
So it's about those quiet moments.
where they can kind of turn inward and let go of that need to control everything.
Exactly.
That's a good reminder for everybody.
Yeah. And here's something interesting. The reading also says collaborations and partnerships. Those are going to be super beneficial for route number 4 people in 2025.
Wait, so even though they're being told to go inward,
Mm-hmm.
they're also being encouraged to connect with others.
Yeah, because even though self-discovery is personal,
Right.
it doesn't have to be a solo mission.
Yeah, that's true.
Connecting with like-minded people, finding a mentor, even just sharing their insights with others,
Mm-hmm.
that can help them grow
Yeah.
and lead to those breakthroughs they're looking for.
It's like even the most independent innovator
Right.
still needs a supportive community
Exactly.
to thrive.
Absolutely. And speaking of support,
Oh,
another challenge that comes up in the reading is that route number 4 folks, sometimes they can be a little impulsive.
oh yeah, that fiery energy.
Right, that Uranian
Just
energy.
lead to some quick decisions.
Yeah, so in a year that's all about introspection, how do they make sure they're not jumping into things without thinking?
Right.
Well, the reading really stresses that it's about finding that balance between action
Mm-hmm.
and reflection.
Okay.
It's not about suppressing that impulsiveness, it's about channeling it.
In a more, I guess, intentional way.
Exactly, yeah.
So.
Taking a moment to breathe,
Mm-hmm.
connect with their intuition,
Right.
maybe think about the consequences before they make a big decision.
So pause before you leap.
Exactly.
Okay.
That can help them avoid some, unnecessary problems.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
So route number 4, folks, they've got a lot to navigate in 2025.
Yeah.
It's a year of growth, transformation,
For sure.
but it definitely requires a delicate balance
Yeah.
between that desire for change and the need to be introspective.
Right. Okay, so are you ready to move on to our final route number for this deep dive?
I think so, are you?
Let's do it. Who are we
Yeah.
exploring next?
Let's talk about those born under the influence of route number 7.
Okay.
And remember how we talked about 2025 being a 7 year?
Yes.
Well, imagine how intense that energy becomes when someone's root number is also a 7.
Oh, wow. That's double the 7 energy.
Right.
It's like swimming in an ocean of intuition and
Wow.
inspection.
It's a lot.
So what does the reading say about this powerful combo?
Well, it says 2025 is a year of profound inner growth,
Okay.
self-discovery for
Mm.
route number 7 folks.
Oh.
It's like they've been given this cosmic permission slip
Yeah.
to really dive deep into their inner world
Mm-hmm.
and connect with that most authentic self.
So is it a year where they should embrace their inner mystic, maybe develop psychic abilities or explore different spiritual practices?
It could be, yeah. The
Yeah.
possibilities are pretty much endless.
Especially with that number 7.
Exactly. But it's
Well.
not all about, the mystical stuff.
Okay.
The reading also talks about aligning your outer world
Mm-hmm.
with that inner truth.
So walking the talk.
Exactly.
Yeah, making sure their actions, their choices, all of that reflects this new self-awareness they're cultivating.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I like that.
And this alignment, it might show up in some really big ways,
Okay. Like how?
especially when it comes to their career or their relationships.
Mm-hmm.
The reading suggests route number 7 individuals might be drawn to careers where they're helping others,
Okay.
expressing their creativity,
Hmm.
maybe exploring the mysteries of the universe.
So therapists, artists, healers,
Mhm.
spiritual teachers, maybe even scientists.
Yeah, All of that.
who are like searching for those big answers.
Exactly.
I like it.
It's about finding that path that feels really meaningful
Right.
and lets them share their gifts with the world.
And what about relationships? Any insights there?
Yeah. 2025 for them, it's all about creating deeper connections
Okay.
that are based on authenticity,
Okay.
shared values.
So does that mean like the more superficial relationships might fade away? Yeah, it's possible.
Making space for the
Yeah.
real deal.
Yeah, it's like a cosmic decluttering of their social circle.
I like it.
But of course, like any journey of self-discovery,
It's not always easy.
there are challenges.
Right.
And for root number 7, one of those challenges is that tendency to kind of get lost in their head
Okay.
and disconnect from reality.
So they need a little reminder to come back down to earth every now and then.
Exactly.
Okay.
The reading says finding that balance between their inner world and the outer world,
Right.
super important.
Yeah.
So it's not about giving up those spiritual pursuits.
Right.
It's about actually integrating those insights into their daily life.
So making sure their spiritual growth is actually reflected in their actions
Exactly.
and the changes they make in the world.
Right, exactly.
Correct.
And another potential challenge is the tendency to isolate themselves.
Yeah, I mean, they're the introverts of the numerology world, right?
Exactly. So too much external stimulation can be draining. But how do they balance that need for solitude with the importance of connection?
Right.
Well, the reading says it's about finding their tribe,
Okay.
that supportive community
Yeah.
of people who understand and respect their need for that alone time.
So people who can, like, hold space for both their light and their shadow.
Exactly. People who celebrate their unique gifts and offer support when they need it.
It's like having that safe haven.
Exactly, to be yourself.
And last but not least, the reading talks about self-care.
Oh, yeah, that's so important.
Right. Especially for root number 7 folks. Taking care of their mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being is crucial.
Especially during a year that's all about that introspection and personal growth.
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, that's good advice for everybody, right?
Of course.
But yeah, it's like essential for them.
This might include things like meditation, spending time in nature, maybe engaging in creative activities that really feed their soul
It's about making themselves a priority.
so that they can really show up as their best selves.
Exactly.
I love that it's a great reminder that self-care isn't selfish.
Not at all.
It's essential for a fulfilling life.
Absolutely. So we've explored 3 different root numbers today
Yeah.
and how they might experience the energy of 2025.
Yes.
But before we wrap up, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture.
Okay. All right, let's connect all the dots. What are some key takeaways for everyone, no matter their root number? Okay. So we've really gotten into how the energy of 2025, that 7 energy, might impact, root number 6, 4, and 7 specifically.
Yeah.
But I keep thinking about those remedies we discussed. For each number, 2025 being a 7 year.
Right.
Do you think, are those remedies basically good advice for everyone?
I think you're really onto something.
Right.
Those remedies, grounding practices,
Yeah.
creative expression, really taking care of yourself, those are beneficial no matter what your root number is.
Right. Especially in a year that's all about, looking inward.
Exactly, and finding that deeper meaning.
It's like the universe is giving us all a little toolkit
Yeah, it's like a cosmic toolkit.
to work with this energy.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the interesting part is
Right.
figuring out like which tools
Yeah.
and how to use them.
Yeah, exactly.
Because even though there's this, overarching 7 energy,
Right.
we're each going to experience it a little differently.
Absolutely. Numerology isn't one size fits all. It gives us a framework, but it's really up to each of us to figure out how it applies to our own lives.
Right.
Take the advice that resonates, experiment a little. What works for one person
Might not work for another.
Exactly.
So it's like we're given a map,
Mm-hmm.
but we get to choose the destination
Right.
and the route to get there.
I like that.
So thinking about that,
Mm-hmm.
what does all of this mean for you, the listener?
Yeah.
Like, how can you take all these insights
Yeah.
and make them actionable?
Exactly, because it's cool to learn about root numbers
Right.
and 7-year energy.
But what really matters is what we do with it.
Right. How we create positive change.
Exactly. So let's get practical.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 2025 is the year you finally start meditating
Right.
like you've been saying you would. Or you pick up that old guitar,
Yeah, dust it off.
rediscover your love for music.
Maybe spend more time outside.
Yeah.
Finally set some boundaries. Protect your energy.
Yeah, and focus on what's important.
Exactly.
Maybe it's the year you say yes to that big creative project.
Right.
Or you say no to things that are just draining your energy.
Yeah, all about making conscious choices
Right.
that align with the energy you want in your life.
Think about what resonated with you today.
Yeah.
What sparked your curiosity?
What excites you?
And let that guide you.
Absolutely.
So even if you're not a numerology expert,
Right.
this can be like a jumping off point
Yeah, a starting point.
for setting intention,
Mhm.
making this year, really fulfilling.
It's not about, predicting the future perfectly.
Right.
It's about navigating the unknown.
But doing it intentionally.
Yeah, with a sense of purpose.
And maybe a little excitement.
And possibility.
Yeah, and remember, life's always got surprises up its sleeve.
Oh, absolutely.
Even with the most detailed map.
Right.
There's always going to be those detours
Mm-hmm.
and those unexpected adventures.
Exactly.
So as we head into 2025, embrace the unknown
Yeah.
with, curiosity, a little courage,
An open mind.
open heart,
Yeah.
trust your intuition, take care of yourself.
And create a year that is uniquely yours.
Yeah, I love that.
And who knows, maybe numerology will surprise you with
Yeah.
the insights it reveals along the way.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into 2025.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
We'll see you next time for another adventure.
Absolutely.